It's a dark night, the kind that feels like it'll never end. I stand here, my heart heavy, tears streaming down my face, mixing with the dirt and blood. Life's a brutal battleground, man. The world, it's a messed up place, full of shadows and pain. Sometimes, it feels like there's no light left, like every bit of hope is just gone. But you know what? Even in this God-forsaken darkness, there's something deep inside us that refuses to die. Yeah, life's hard. It's relentless, always throwing punches, knocking us down, breaking us apart. We lose people, dreams get shattered, and our souls get scarred. But in those shattered pieces, in the brokenness, there's a strength that most can't see. It's in those moments when you're on your knees, feeling the weight of the world crushing you, that you find out what you're really made of. We gotta keep going, even when it feels impossible. There's always hope, hidden somewhere in the chaos. It's there, even if you can't see it. It's like a flickering candle in the wind, so easy to snuff out but always fighting to stay lit. We have to protect that flame, nurture it, even when it feels like the darkness is swallowing us whole. Trust yourself, man. Trust in your strength, your spirit. Trust in God, or whatever higher power you believe in. This world might be dark, but there's a reason we're here, fighting, struggling. Every breath we take, every step forward, it's a testament to our resilience, our unyielding will to survive. Pain? Yeah, it's part of the deal. It's brutal. It rips through you, leaves you gasping. But pain also shapes us. It carves out our character, reveals our true selves. You gotta embrace it. Let it mold you. Work through it with pure intention. Do what you do with your heart wide open, even if it means getting hurt. Even if it means feeling like you're breaking apart. We live in a messed up world, no doubt. It's easy to get lost, to feel like nothing matters. But every little detail of life, every small moment, they're all part of this twisted, beautiful journey. Don't let the darkness blind you to that. There's beauty in the struggle, in the fight. There's beauty in every sunrise after the darkest night. Keep your head up, even when you're drowning in sorrow. Keep pushing forward, even when every muscle in your body screams at you to stop. Be optimistic, even when the world tries to beat that optimism out of you. Hold on to it like it's your last lifeline, because sometimes it is. Yeah, you're gonna face painful and difficult periods. You're gonna feel like you're fading, like you're slipping away into the void. But that's when you dig deep, find that fire inside you, and let it burn brighter. Don't let the world extinguish your spirit. Fight for it with everything you've got. I know it's hard. I know it feels like too much sometimes. but we're warriors, born to endure, born to rise. We're not defined by our falls, but by how we get back up, by how we stand tall. Even with tears in our eyes and pain in our hearts, we're defined by our strength, our courage, our refusal to give up. So, keep going, keep fighting, keep believing in yourself, in the goodness of your heart. Trust that there's a purpose to your pain, a reason for your struggle. Hold on to hope, no matter how faint it seems. Live your life with pure intentions, with all the love and strength you can muster. The world is dark, but you're a warrior, and warriors, we don't fade. We rise, we conquer, we endure. Even when you feel like you're at the end of your rope, barely hanging on, remember that every single moment of suffering is forging you into something stronger. It's tearing away the superficial, leaving the core of who you are. It's in those darkest moments that your spirit shines the brightest, even if you can't see it right now. Every tear, every cry, every broken dream is a step closer to a strength you never knew you had. Sometimes it feels like the world is stacked against you, like you're walking a path with no end in sight. The pain is real, the sorrow is suffocating, but you have to keep moving. Each step, no matter how small, is progress. It's a declaration that you're not defeated, you're not giving up. The journey is hard, the road is long, but every moment of perseverance is a victory. It's a testament to your unyielding spirit. In the depths of your sorrow, when the weight of the world feels too heavy to bear, know that you're not alone. We're all fighting our battles, struggling with our demons. The darkness you feel is shared by many, and in that shared struggle, there's a kind of solidarity. We're all warriors in this harsh world, and our collective strength can light up the darkest of nights. Together, we endure, we fight, we hope. You are capable of incredible things. Even when it feels like you're falling apart, your pain, your struggles, they're not in vain. They're building you, shaping you into a warrior with a heart of gold. Trust in yourself, believe in your journey, and never lose sight of the light within you. Even in the deepest darkness, that light can guide you. It can lead you through the pain, through the sorrow, to a place of hope and peace. Remember that, always.
You know what, man? You're nothing but a shadow, a ghost haunting the corners of this God-forsaken world. You walk these streets like you belong, but deep down, you know you're invisible. You ain't even a blip on the radar. You're just a nobody, a washed-up dreamer with nothing but regrets and shattered hopes. Look around. Do you see anyone? Anyone who gives a damn about you? No, because you're alone. Always have been. Always will be. You think you're tough, huh? Think you can take on the world all by yourself? Well, newsflash, genius. The world doesn't give a damn about you. It's out there chewing up people like you and spitting them out without a second thought. But you keep pretending like you matter. You keep fighting like you've got something to prove. But to who? To what? Yourself. The people who abandoned you. The universe that forgot you exist. You blame the world for your problems. Oh, the world's so unfair, right? Life's been rough on you, huh? Poor little you, always the victim. Well, screw that. You think anyone cares about your sob story? You think the universe is just gonna hand you a break because you've had it tough? Hell no. It's time to wake up and face the music. You've been hiding behind excuses behind your pain, but it's time to own up. You messed up. You screwed up big time. You let people walk all over you, let life beat you down. And now you're here, wallowing in your own self-pity. Look at yourself. Really look. What do you see? A broken man, a loser who couldn't cut it. A man who let every damn opportunity slip through his fingers because he was too scared, too weak. But you know what? That's over. No more pity parties, no more whining. It's time to man up, to rise from the ashes of your own pathetic existence. You want to be something? You want to prove them all wrong? Then do it. Get up off your sorry ass and fight. Fight like there's no tomorrow, because guess what? For you, there might not be. The clock's ticking, man. Every second you waste feeling sorry for yourself is a second you'll never get back. You want to be remembered? You want to leave a mark? Then make every damn second count. You're stronger than this. You're tougher than you think. You've survived hell, and you're still standing. But survival ain't enough. You gotta thrive. You gotta push harder, dig deeper, and claw your way out of this pit of despair. No one's gonna do it for you. No one's coming to save you. It's all on you. Every punch life throws at you, take it. Every setback, every failure, wear it like a badge of honor. Let it fuel you, drive you. Turn that pain into power, that loneliness into a weapon. You're not just fighting for yourself anymore. You're fighting for every person who ever doubted you. Every person who left you for dead. Prove them wrong. Show them that you're not just a shadow, a ghost. Show them you're a force to be reckoned with. Look in the mirror. See that fire in your eyes? That's the real you. The you that's been buried under years of hurt and disappointment. Unleash it. Let it burn away the weakness, the fear. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, so go out there and take what's yours. Demand respect. Earn it. Own it. Make them see you. Make them remember you. This world is a battlefield, and you're a warrior, a lone wolf. Embrace it. Use that loneliness, that isolation. Let it make you unstoppable. You don't need anyone's approval, anyone's validation. You are enough. You always have been. You just needed to realize it. Get up. Stand tall. Walk out of that shadow and into the light. It's time to show the world who you really are. It's time to rise, to conquer, to become the legend you were meant to be. And remember, the only person who can stop you is you. So don't fight, claw, tear your way to the top. Because you deserve it. You owe it to yourself. And when you reach the summit, when you stand victorious, remember this moment. Remember the darkness, the pain. Let it remind you of how far you've come, how much you've overcome. Wear it like armor. Let it strengthen you, because you are a warrior, and warriors don't quit. They fight, they endure, they conquer. And that's exactly what you're going to do. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. Show them that the darkness couldn't hold you, that the loneliness couldn't break you. Show them that you are unstoppable, because you are, and never forget it.
You think this is it? You think this is rock bottom? No, man, this ain't even close. You're just scratching the surface of real suffering. Look at me. Take a good hard look. This face, these scars, they tell a story. A story of battles fought and lost, of nights so dark, even the stars were afraid to shine. You think you're hurting. You don't know hurt. Hurt is watching your dreams crumble into dust right before your eyes. Hurt is feeling your soul get crushed under the weight of endless failures, each one heavier than the last. It's standing in the pouring rain, no home to go to, no hand to hold, just the cold bite of reality sinking its teeth into your flesh. Yeah, life's a brutal beast, man. It doesn't care about your plans, your dreams, or your tears. It takes what it wants, and it leaves you with the scraps. I've been there. I've seen it all. The gutter, the streets, the endless nights of nothing but silence and pain. You think you know suffering? Let me tell you about suffering. Suffering is losing everything you've ever loved. It's watching the people who promise to stand by you turn their backs and walk away without a second glance. It's the betrayal that cuts deeper than any knife. The loneliness that wraps around you like a suffocating blanket. It's the echo of your own screams in the dead of night when there's no one around to hear them, let alone care. You're sitting there, wallowing in your own pity, thinking this is the end. But let me tell you something, and listen good. This is not the end. The end is when you give up, when you let the darkness swallow you whole. The end is when you stop fighting, stop trying, stop believing that there's something worth fighting for. You think you're broken? We're all broken, man. Life breaks everyone, but it's the way you put those pieces back together that defines who you are. You don't get to lie down and give up. You don't get to let the darkness win. You've got to stand up, even when your legs are shaking, even when your heart feels like it's been ripped out of your chest. Do you think I haven't wanted to give up? Do you think I haven't been on the brink, staring into the abyss, ready to let go? I have. I've been there more times than I can count. But every time, I pulled myself back. I fought tooth and nail, clawing my way out of the pit of despair. Not because I'm strong, but because I refuse to let life win. Look around you. Look at the world. It's a cruel, unforgiving place. But you've got to find the strength to push through. You've got to dig deep, find that spark inside you, and let it ignite a fire that burns brighter than the darkest night. You've got to use that pain, that suffering, as fuel to drive you forward. You think you're alone in this? You're not. We've all got our demons. We've all got our battles. But it's how you face them that matters. It's how you rise from the ashes that defines you. So get up. Get up and fight. Show the world that you're not done yet. Show the world that you've still got some fight left in you. Look, I know you think you have hit rock bottom. You think this pain, this emptiness, this crushing weight on your chest is as bad as it gets. But you haven't seen the darkest depths yet. You haven't felt the kind of loneliness that gnaws at your soul, that makes you question why you even exist. You haven't walked through life as a ghost, invisible, forgotten. Your cries for help echoing into the void with no one to hear them. It's a special kind of hell, one where every second stretches into an eternity of suffering. You think losing one person is hard? Try losing everyone. Try watching your family fall apart, piece by agonizing piece, and knowing there's nothing you can do to stop it. Try standing at the graves of the people who raised you, loved you, and realizing you're truly alone in this world. The nights are the worst, when the silence is deafening and the memories play on repeat, each one more painful than the last. It's like drowning, every breath a struggle, every heartbeat a reminder of what's been lost. And those dreams you had, those hopes for a better future gone, shattered like glass, each fragment cutting deeper into your heart. You wake up every day to the same bleak reality, the same crushing disappointment. You reach for something, anything, to hold on to, but it slips through your fingers like sand. You try to muster the strength to keep going, but your legs buckle under the weight of it all. You're exhausted, defeated, and the light at the end of the tunnel is nothing more than a cruel illusion. And yet, despite all this, despite the endless sea of despair threatening to drown you, there's a flicker of something deep inside. Call it hope. Call it stubbornness. It's a small, fragile thing, but it's there, waiting for you to grasp it, to pull yourself up from the depths and fight for another day. Because even in the darkest night, there's a promise of dawn, a chance for redemption, a reason to keep pushing forward. Don't let the past define you. Don't let your failures chain you down. Break free. Rise above. You've got it in you. I know you do. Because if I can do it, anyone can. I've seen the darkest side of life, and I'm still standing. And so can you. Remember, it's not the end. It's just another chapter. And you, my friend, you're the author of your own story. So pick up that pen and start writing. Make it a story worth telling. Make it a story of resilience, of strength, of triumph over adversity. Make it your story. And when the world tries to knock you down, when life throws everything it has at you, stand tall, stand proud, show them what you're made of, because you're stronger than you think, you're braver than you know. And this, right here, right now, is just the beginning.
You know what this world is? It's a battlefield. Every damn day is a war, and you better be ready to bleed. Dreams ain't free. They come with a price paid in blood, sweat, and tears. You think it's easy? You think you can just stroll through life and have everything handed to you? Nah, man. It's wartime. And if you ain't fighting, you're dying. I look back at my life, and all I see is a trail of broken dreams and shattered hopes. I thought I had it all figured out. I thought I was a warrior, someone who could take on the world and come out on top. But I was a fool. I was blind to the cold, harsh reality of it all. I made mistakes, man. So many mistakes. I hurt people, pushed them away, all in the name of chasing something that was always just out of reach. I thought I could protect everyone, be their shield. But in the end, I couldn't even protect myself. The world doesn't care about your dreams, your hopes, your desires. It chews you up and spits you out. And you're left standing there bleeding, wondering where it all went wrong. Past, it's a haunting thing. Every mistake, every failure, it sticks with you like a scar that never heals. I see their faces, the ones I let down, the ones I couldn't save. I thought I was strong, but I was weak. I let my pride, my arrogance, blind me. I thought I could do it all alone, but nobody can. Not in this cold, unforgiving world. The world is a cruel place. It's a place where dreams go to die, where hope is a fleeting whisper lost in the wind. It's cold, man. So damn cold. It wraps around you, suffocates you, drains the life out of you. And you have to fight every single day just to keep your head above water. I used to believe in something. I used to have hope. But hope is a dangerous thing. It makes you believe in lies, makes you think that things will get better. But the truth is, things don't get better. They get worse, and you have to be ready to face that, to fight through it. I've made so many mistakes. I've let the darkness consume me, let it turn me into something I never wanted to be. I thought I was a warrior, but I became a monster. I hurt the ones I loved, pushed them away because I thought I was protecting them. But all I did was build walls. Walls that now seem impossible to break down. And I blame myself. I blame myself for everything. For every tear shed. For every heart broken. I let my dreams, my desires, cloud my judgment. I thought I was invincible. But I was just a fool. A fool lost in a cold, dark world. But you know what? You can't let the darkness win. You can't let this cold, cruel world take everything from you. You have to fight with every drop of blood, with every ounce of strength. You have to push forward, even when it feels like you're being crushed under the weight of it all. It's wartime, and you can't back down. You have to stand up, face your demons, and fight. Fight for your dreams. Fight for your future. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna bleed. But you can't give up. You can't let the world break you. I look in the mirror and I see the person I've become. The lines on my face, the pain in my eyes. It's a reminder of every battle fought, every war waged. I've become someone I never wanted to be. Someone bitter, broken, lost. But I can't let that be the end of my story. The world is cold. So damn cold. But you have to find a way to keep the fire burning inside you. You have to find a reason to keep fighting, to keep pushing forward. Because if you don't, then what's the point? What's the point of it all? I've lost so much, but I can't let that define me. I can't let my mistakes, my failures, be the end. I have to keep fighting for myself, for the ones I've lost. I have to find a way to make things right, to redeem myself. The world is harsh, unforgiving. It doesn't care about your dreams, your hopes. But you can't let that stop you. You have to fight with everything you have. You have to be willing to bleed, to suffer, to endure, because that's the only way to make it through. I know it's hard. I know it feels like the weight of the world is crushing you, but you can't give up. You can't let the darkness win. You have to keep fighting, keep pushing forward, no matter how cold, no matter how dark it gets. Because at the end of the day, that's all we have. The fight, the struggle, the hope that maybe, just maybe, we can find a way to break through the cold, to find warmth, to find light. It's a long shot, a fool's dream, but it's all we've got. Here's to the warriors, the ones who refuse to give up. Here's to the ones who keep fighting, even when the world feels like it's falling apart. Here's to the ones who bleed, who suffer, who endure, all in the name of chasing their dreams. We may be broken, we may be lost, but we are warriors, and we will fight with every drop of blood, with every ounce of strength. We will push forward through the cold, through the darkness, because that's what it means to be a warrior. To never give up, to never back down, to keep fighting no matter what. It's wartime, and we are ready. Ready to bleed, ready to fight, ready to endure, because in the end, that's all that matters. The fight, the struggle, the hope that we can find a way through the cold, to find warmth, to find light. It's a long shot, a fool's dream. But it's all we've got, and we'll hold on to it with everything we have. Because that's what it means to be a warrior. To fight, to bleed, to endure, to never give up, to never back down, to keep pushing forward, no matter what. It's wartime, and we are ready. Ready to fight, ready to bleed, ready to endure. Because that's who we are. That's what we do. We are warriors, and we will never give up.